Yo, 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 what is up, everyone? Oh, I lost my sword. Hope you're having a great day, and I thought they'd like a tutorial for this farm, because I've seen a lot of people asking for it, not just on my video, but elsewhere, so I thought I'd help everyone out and do this. It is pretty amazing, yeah. Iskal just made it on the HermitCraft server, and Gnembon made the video for this a couple months ago, so yeah. But before you watch this, go watch Gnembon's video. He is the genius behind this. He knows a lot of mechanics and can explain that fantastically. And then once you're done that, if you need some help building it block by block, this is what this tutorial will be for. So once you've done that, we're going to get our resources for this farm, and it's a pretty good amount. I'm also going to put this in the description right below the video, so be sure to check that out too while you get those resources. So you'll need 4,000 magma blocks. That's a lot, yep. 170 grindstone, 75 string, 120 trapdoors, at least 9 turtle eggs, but you might mess up, so I'd recommend getting a little bit more. At least 34 glazed terracotta, has to be glazed, 11 honey blocks, 3 soul sand, 4 ender chests, at least 2 stacks of shroom lights. For lighting up any stuff you build, I'd recommend like at least 2 stacks of glowstone and end rods as well. They're handy for that. And then at least a full shulker box of glass there, whatever color you'd like. Doesn't have to be the same color as me. And then 2 stacks of solid building blocks for redstone components and some stuff like that. I'd say at least 155 hoppers, because this thing produces a lot of stuff. I went a bit overboard there, but I'd say get at least that many, because you're going to want it, because you want all your gold. And the same with 96 chests to go into that. 15 sticky pistons, slime block, cactus, sand, half slab. 15 observers, 7 mine carts of hoppers, at least 7 glass panes, probably a bit more in case you lose them into the super sucker. You'll see all about that later. 21 redstone comparators, 24 repeaters, 7 droppers, 7 cobweb, block of redstone, 54 redstone dust. These pressure plates are for spawn proofing the area. You don't need gold pressure plates. That's only if you want to be like Iskal. And you're going to need at least 2 note blocks, 15 redstone torch, 24 packed ice, lava bucket, anvil, 48 filter items for the item sorting system, so the anvil's for that. Temporary piston for either breaking bedrock or for the super sucker. You'll see that later too. 7 rails for that. TNT for breaking bedrock. And then not for parts of the farm, but to help you build it, you'll want at least 4 stacks of scaffolding. I'd say go with 6 to make it easier though. And then I'm going to say you need these kind of boots because they have frostwalker too. That's the main thing. You're going to be placing a lot of magma blocks, 4,000 of them, so you're going to want frostwalker or else it's going to be very annoying. And then same with elytra, you're going to be flying up around. Hopefully you're going to have elytra while building this. Otherwise I feel bad for you. Have some backup gear too, because if you're like me, you're going to die. Because that's just what I do in the nether. I just die and fall off stuff. Yeah. And then, yeah, more rockets. When you're getting the magma blocks, get some fire resistance potions. Lava's going to spill everywhere. Please don't die. Then I'd recommend a respawn anchor in case you die. It'll make it much easier for getting your stuff above the ceiling here. Put all your stuff in shulker boxes, please, and then put it into an ender chest. I don't want people losing all their gear to lava and then nether. Do that. And then it might be handy if you have a beacon as well. That's not necessary though at all. So let's get into picking the area for this farm. I'll show you which area what I picked and what's good and not good about it. So you have to be in the nether wastes biome. That is necessary because you want zombie pigmen, you want lots of them spawning, and you want to go and find a huge lava lake. And this one is not quite good enough, I'd say, or what I'd recommend for you. Go and find one where as far as you can see it is all lava. You don't want any land masses or any spawnable areas at all, so this isn't quite good enough, I'd say. Go and fly around a bit because this can save you days, if not even weeks of work trying to spawn proof all this area, because part of the farm is close to the ceiling here if you want to be swiping your sword getting that looting effect. So find a huge lava lake. And then once you find one, go and get onto the roof here, and then pick a spot wherever exactly you want the farm. Don't dig tunnels like this everywhere too, that ruins your spawning. Eventually I'm gonna blow these up, but don't do this. So run over there, take with you some ender pearls, some ladders, and a chest plate. So I'm gonna put that chest plate on, get my ender pearls ready, and we're gonna go through the roof here. That's right, we're going through the roof, so get a ladder going up to the highest thing. When you hit F3 for this, you want to be at 125 for the Y on the screen there, so you can see that on mine. And then have ladders going up, but then one ladder in like that, and you're gonna go ahead and throw an ender pearl into this ladder while moving forward and jumping at the same time, and then you'll throw another one into the crack there, and that'll get you through the roof. And make sure you're jumping and moving forward, otherwise you'll get stuck and just be taking damage. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. And then one more time, bam, we're up. Wow, that was easy. And then you're gonna go ahead and mark the spot. I already did that with a torch. And then you're gonna want to either make a portal, or you can go ahead and break some bedrock. So I'm going to break some bedrock. That'll be much more interesting and easier. So whatever you prefer, breaking bedrock or that. So let me remember how to do this. Sorry, but there may be a decent amount of cuts for this video because there's a lot of steps to it, so it'll be difficult to remember each redstone component in particular. So let's get to it. For breaking bedrock, I'm going to use this little what is this thing called? I don't know, thing for breaking bedrock. So place the piston on the block you want to break, place a redstone block. So if your Z is positive, that is the number that says 217 on my screen. If it's positive, then you need the redstone block facing south. If that Z is negative, then you need that redstone block facing north. So I'm in the positive 216, 217Z, so redstone block there. Then a block there, trapdoor here, obsidian there. And then I'm going to go under this trapdoor and then place a TNT here, and then quickly get ready to place a piston on the corner of that block here. So I'll show you what that looks like. Let me get on underneath here. Bam. So place my TNT here, and then I'll quickly switch to this and spam right click as fast as I can for here. You could use an auto clicker, but I don't want to. Okay, and then I gotta quickly... I don't think I got it. Or did I? No, I didn't quite get it. TNT there. Piston's gonna go right there. No, not quite. Oh, actually I did it. Oh, I hit the wrong spot. Did I miss my mark? I must have. That's too bad. Okay, you go there. And you're gonna break. Okay, I got it this time. I can guarantee that. Yeah, there we go. Finally got it. Okay. Yeah, do that to break some bedrock. Make sure you check your coordinates. Make sure you got, you know, you're positive, and then face south if you're in a positive Z, or face north if you're in a negative Z. Okay. Now you can, get your stuff and gear ready to go. Find the exact spot where you're gonna build it. Again, I already did. I want this to be the very center, so the very middle of the drop chute of the farm. So find that, and then go ahead and get your scaffolding. Get 4 stacks at least to start with. Let's do it. Right, so we now have our 4 stacks of scaffolding, and go ahead and get all your gear ready inside your ender chest. Keep it inside there, and then for the very top platform you're gonna need about 13 or 14, go 14 stacks of glass, and then 210 magma blocks. So that's 210 right there, and then a bit extra, 75 pieces of string. So now we're just going to go ahead and place scaffolding all the way until we get to the build height. Okay, yeah, now it says height limit for building is 256. Hit that there, and then go ahead and climb on up. It is a long way up there, so have some elytra. Alright, we're here at the top. So the top height block, or the very top, you want to reserve that for the glass to prevent any ghast spawning. So just to remind us where to place the glass, let's go ahead and place 1, 2, 3 scaffolding in each direction. And then another one there, another one there, another one there, there. And then we're going to go down. So you need to have a 2-block space down from the glass to the magma spawning platform. So count that out, 1, 2, and then you'll need to go below that, 1, 2, and then just place just one scaffolding out in all those directions actually. And then go ahead and make a little platform just like this, no more. And then come here, scaffolding, lost it, oh well. So this is going to be our magma block spawning platform. So let's go ahead and do that. So count it out in your inventory, that way you don't mess up the exact number. So you need 210 magma blocks. So that is 3 stacks and 18 extra makes 210. So just put that all in one line, that way you don't mess up, or you make sure you get it right. Now from here, scaffolding you can't shift click on, so just go ahead and inch your way over and place one like that, and now we can go out. So make sure you also now have your frost walker 2 on, or else this is not going to be fun. So we're going to place 5 blocks out this way, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we're going to place 6 blocks out this way, and then 1, 2, so this is a 3 wide there. Go ahead and get that back in there. And then also on this side, you're gonna come out 1 more extra block and make it a 3-block thing. And now we're going to continue this same thing from the other sides. Same thing again, we're going to go 5 blocks out. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then this one is going to be 6 blocks out. And you can do that quicker now once you see that. And then same thing for this side, 6 blocks out. Give me more magma. Okay. All the way out. Okay, and now we are going to go out this direction, 8 blocks in a 3 wide for the platform here. So count that. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 out so far. 5, 6, 7, 8. And then match that for these 3. Now again, we are going to go 8 out total from this magma block. So now we just need to fill in the rest, and it's like a circle with each piece is 2 long out. So I'll show you what I mean. So from here, go back down 1 block and go 2. And then from here, it's gonna be 2 again, 1, 2. And then for this one as well, you're going to go 1, 2, and then 1, 2. So you have 2 going inwards, 1, 2, 1, 2. And then that's the corner, and then 2 this direction, 1, 2, 1, 2. And then fill in the part here. And then just keep that magma block specific 210, that way you know you did it right. So okay, that is done. Now we are going to go ahead and take our string, so 75 pieces of string, and we are going to do a 1 block gap around the outside, except for this little point. For this one you do 2. And then the rest is a 1 thing around gap, including the corners, so you want to fill in that little spot here as well. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and place our glass all around the spawning platform. So it's not too difficult. It is just 7 blocks outward all around and as connected to the string. So just go on the outside of the string all around and place your glass, and then it's going to go 7 blocks out all around again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then that's going to be a giant square around the whole thing. Okay, it's all connected there. I just wanted to show you that it's just right beside all the string. Alright, so hopefully you can see that now, just 7 blocks out from the string, and then just connect it as a giant square, and now just fill in the rest all with glass. And there you have it, the glass is all around, so 7 blocks out from the string, giant square, and as you can see there's plenty of pigmen here already that are going to get in the way. But now if you want to make your AFK platform, it is 24 blocks out from here. So from the 7 blocks out, you just go another 16. So just place glass out. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So this would be your AFK platform. So this will give you the maximum spawning from the top AFK here. And just so you're aware, like once every like 24 hours of AFK in here, I've had a ghast spawn and I don't know where exactly, so something to be aware of. You should encase yourself in glass, not just like this, but all around, in case you are gonna AFK here for a while, just in case you miss one little spawning space. You don't want to get blown up off of here. Okay, now so that was almost 14, that was almost 13 stacks of glass for this. Now we're gonna place random glass above this here just to prevent any ghasts from spawning. It doesn't have to be in a particular order, just randomly placed. These ghasts need like a 5 by 5 by 3 spawning or something. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just going to like place magma blocks there, a glass there, in the corners here. You don't want to put it right in the middle in these 3, because that's going to be by the jumping chamber, collection chamber for them, and we're going to take out those magma blocks after. So I'm going to place like every 2 magma blocks a glass block all around the top here. So 1, 2, bam, and then just continue throughout. And there you have it, that's all it is. Just place some random glass all around, just make sure there's no like too longer gaps between all of them above the whole platform here just to prevent any nasty ghast surprises. So let's move on to the collection chamber with the turtle eggs. We could start doing the fall chamber for them, but if you do that while you're making the platforms as well, you're gonna have pigmen constantly jumping down or falling down, and it's gonna be annoying maneuvering them. So first we're gonna do the 19 platforms of magma blocks all the way down, and it's exactly the same, there's no differences. So I'll show you that. It's just a 2-block gap between all of them. So get your scaffolding, go down 2, and then you're just gonna need to go down another for the scaffolding. So you go there, check it's a 2-block gap. So 1, 2, yep, you're good. And then just place your scaffolding there to make it easier. And then it's the exact same thing. Alright, so we've done the second floor. You can always run around the outside here, make sure your blocks match up, make sure you're doing it the same all the way up. That way you make sure the piglins run into the middle and die at the same speed so you get the maximum rates. We have now done our 19 spawning floors of magma blocks. If you want to double check that, you can just go to the outside here to the AFK spot and count them all from here. It's a bit difficult though because they blend in when you're so close, so you could like build out farther and count from farther out to double check that. So now we're going to go on to building part of the jump chamber, fall chamber for the guys. So you need to have the grindstones in line with the smallest little indent here on this side. So you want them like in line with this one, not that side. So to start off that, we're going to go down to the bottom floor here. So all the way down, you can use the scaffolding, keep the scaffolding there. And then just to place your first couple blocks, you're going to want to go down a little bit and just go like that. And then you can break these ones and go ahead and place, there we go, from there. And then your first grindstones, remember, in line with this indent here, just on one side, 2 of them on the outside, like so. And now a piece of glass there in between them. And now we can continue all the way up to the top. And if you want at the same time, you could also place 3 glass here. We're not going to do the eggs yet because again we don't want pigmen jumping, falling down and getting in the way. That would be annoying. So just continue placing them all the way up. You can go ahead and break your scaffolding, don't hit any pigmen. This is why I like jump boost, by the way. Makes it much easier for placing these blocks in. Get out of the way, you're already in my way. Okay. Alright, all the way. And you just gotta shift on those. Alright, now that we're at the top here, you can get rid of this scaffolding right at the top, but leave the middle one there. So you only need it 2 high from the top here. So as you can see again, in line with that. And now we're going to go back down and place the 3 wide glass on this side. Okay, it's good to place that glass there. Make sure you watch out for that. You don't want to fall if you don't have elytra. Okay, so exact same, well slightly different, but very easy for this. Just place glass all the way up in this 3 wide pillar. Alright, you're back at the top here, and again, same thing, just too high here at the top. And you got your 3 wide pillar of glass going from the top all the way down. Now we're going to go down to the bottom floor and place the lower portion of this collection fall chamber thing. So fly on or take your scaffolding down. We're going to go down, remember these grindstone parts, and you should do your inventory like mine here. So I have 23 of the glass, 23 grindstone, and then just a bunch of glass on the outside. This is going to help you with doing the block placement for the exact number. So you need a 24 block fall, so that's 1 block down there with what's already placed. So we're going to go below here, right here. And then you can break this scaffolding on the outside. Don't miss and hit. This is why I don't do this tutorial in creative, because it's not realistic to actually building it. Okay, so get 23 glass, and first we're going to place the glass down. So it's 24 fall black, so just 23 more. And you can just go right on the outside and then just shift down, place. Just doing the glass first, and the rest will be easier since we'll build up. And then with 23 blocks there, you don't even need to count. Okay, cool. Take a little bit of scaffolding here, place it on the block below here, and then there. Go onto that block, place 1 there, 1 there, and we're going to continue our grindstones back up, and you can remember that they go in that direction. Make sure it's the same as that there, and that one on the outside there. So there's also other blocks for the fall chamber, we can do those too. So on the outside is glass for these. It's a bit tricky, so you might want to jump. Okay, shift click, don't fall off. Place a glass on the outside there. Actually, you can just shift onto that there. Okay, and then 1 glass on the outside of the scaffolding there, 1 there, and then a 5 wide pillar going around the scaffolding here. So now we just continue this, just straight up to the bottom platform there. So, and since you have 23 in each grindstone, you're going to know that you're going to do it right, hopefully. So I'm just going to do it like this. You could do multiple at once, whatever way you prefer. And with that, just go into your scaffolding and place the final blocks. So that is most of the fall chamber. And let's continue working on this. Go ahead and make sure you're at the bottom spawning floor. And now we're going to place our trapdoors for the turtle eggs. But we're not going to place the turtle eggs yet because I don't want you guys to get your turtle eggs crushed and lose them and have to deal with that. So I'm going to do it in a way it may take a bit longer, but it's going to save you the hassle of losing a bunch of turtle eggs. So go from the bottom floor here, break this scaffolding, and then just as far as you can reach down, just go ahead and place the scaffolding and then flip it so that it goes like that. And then just do that all the way up for the scaffolding. Just make sure it's flipped up against it. So just like that. Then you can do the same thing here for the other side. And then you might just want to climb up as you go, so you can go ahead like flip that. And then flip that up and then go up another floor. You're going to have to maneuver some scaffolding and just continue doing this all the way up. And we've done it. Trapdoors all the way up from top to bottom. Now we're gonna go ahead and get our turtle eggs there, and you can see it rain pigmen. By the way, I'm very sorry, I've been pronouncing Gnembon wrong this whole time. It's just Gnembon. I don't know why I was trying to say Gnembon and that, just Gnembon. Sorry about that. By the way, how's the tutorial going? Let me know how you think. If you think it's working for you, you like it, give it a like. If you think it's a bad tutorial, you can't follow it, be honest, give me a thumbs down. Whatever you got, give it to me. So we're gonna place our eggs in a second here, but first I want you to go down to the bottom little platform that we built. So down all the way here, the very small platform right there. And oh, get up on there. Okay, so what we're gonna do from here is break the scaffolding, since it's gonna be in our way now. Go back to the top. Now we're going to so for placing the eggs, it's every 2 floors you need one at eye level, and that is eye level of the bottom floor for the zombie pigmen to drop down. So I'm just going to break a magma block here, go down, replace that. You could do it if there's zombie pigmen here, you just gotta be quick. So what you're gonna do here is just flip this trapdoor open, and this will be at the bottom of your body, or on one of 2 layers. Now open this trapdoor, and then you're gonna place your turtle egg and then quickly close this trapdoor again, because your pigmen are gonna run in there. So go that, close that, and then in about 2 seconds they should run in there. No, one of them is. The other guys. Oh, yeah, there we go. With that one done, we're just going to continue doing the same thing for the whole thing. So just break a magma block, replace it, and go down 2 layers at a time, so 1 and 2. And then exact same thing again. Place a glass, you need to have the glass here, on the bottom layer, right there. Flip that trapdoor back up, flip this one open, place your egg, and then quickly close it. And then, oh, that guy was quick. And the rest of them are gonna run in there, so. Yeah, that's why we didn't put the eggs in earlier. They would all be falling down your scaffolding, and that would not be fun. So we'll just continue doing this. Okay, for this one, now we need to place 1 more to get these guys to jump down here. So for that, we're going to dig into this glass here. It doesn't matter which side, I'll do it from this side here. And then you're going to go down, and then place a glass back there, that way the pigmen don't run in at you. And then we can place 2 of them. Just to make sure. And then you can break another glass. So this egg needs to be at eye level here. So we place our egg at the bottom level here. So right in front of your face, 1 below the thing, place the egg, and then they're all gonna run in here in a couple seconds. 1, 2, yeah, there we go. And then just wait for them to clear out, and then we can climb back up. Okay, so now as you can see, it is raining pigmen. They are flying down here, and they should all be dying there on impact as well. So that's a good sign too. But now we want to build some stuff below for the collection killing chamber. So we don't want them in our way hitting stuff. That'll be annoying. So let's go ahead and break this again actually. like this. So just have a trapdoor there out. I could have flipped this one, but I've had it where that broke this turtle egg before, so just do it exactly like that. So what we're going to do now is very important. You're going to want to check your Y values and everything. So right now you should be at Y 175 for this platform here. That's if you've done it exactly the same from the top all the way down. So what we're going to do is place some more scaffolding 2 blocks below. So not on this one where it already is, but 1, 2. So that'll make it so it's a 2 block gap between your scaffolding and the bottom of the glass here. So go here, place a, oh my god, okay, that doesn't matter. Anyways, place them out like this, and that'll be perfect. And then just make it as big as possible for the scaffolding. We're going to be building a decent amount of stuff here now, so put the scaffolding all the way out. Okay, so now on your screen, if you hit F3, you should be at Y173. So this is very important. Don't mess this up, or you should have 23 blocks from the bottom floor, making it a 24 block fall for those guys. So I'm gonna go ahead and get my hoppers, so get those. And from the middle fall chamber, so the very center where the pigman would fall, place 3 hoppers all going straight down. So these are going to be the most important hoppers. And now this glass is going to get in our way here, so you can go ahead and break that. And leave the grindstones there. Okay, and now we're going to place 3 hoppers going right into those. It'll be a bit, you'll just go down a bit in the scaffolding, so going straight into it. And then from the outside as well, like so. And now we're going to come to the one side here. So the furthest side, so this will be like the grindstones, the far side. Close side is the all glass side, so go to the far side of the grindstones. Place 2 hoppers going straight into the middle, like so, and then do the same thing on the outside. And it should look like that. Okay, now get your 4 honey blocks. And again, I'd say break this glass here. Get your honey blocks and place 3 of them in the very center here. Jump shift, like so, and then 1 more on the far right side. So if you're facing this way, this is the direction you'll be facing for killing them. This is the right side. Right, so now get 3 soul sand, place that like so, right in the middle, and then a glazed terracotta on the outside of the honey block there. 3 ender chests going like that, facing this direction. And now we're going to get our sticky piston and observer. So 3 sticky pistons and an observer. Place some glass right here. And then jump up on here. Place a temporary block here and glass there. And then place 2 sticky pistons going into this honey block, like so. And then place another temporary block there, sticky piston there. Then another 2 temporary blocks here. Jump up on here and have a observer facing straight out, like so. So the face will be pointing out. Arrows are, the arrow and observers are directional, so don't look at that. Look at the face, make sure the face is sticking right out. And then we can break this glass, and that will destroy, or that'll push out the blocks. That's okay, that's supposed to happen. get your glazed terracotta, place one right there, right above the honey block. And it has to be glazed terracotta, can't use anything else. 2 glazed terracotta like so. Get 3 glass on the outside here. 1 glass above that there, that one there. A solid block right above that sticky piston. And then you can fill in this with glass here, the glass that we broke. And then place a piece of glass here again, here, and then go ahead and get a button. I'll put that back in the for the items you need. I forgot this one button, and you can place it on here or the top, doesn't matter. And then go ahead and get 6 trapdoors, place them on the top of this block here, so right there. And same thing that side, 1 at the top here, 1 there in line with that, and then 1 slightly above here, 1 right there. And then you can go and get you're gonna need some glass for this right there. Place some glass all around you actually to help you build, just like that. Then you can place sand there, and your cactus is gonna go here. So if you hit this button, it's gonna push once, but then hit it again, it's gonna pull back. So this is your kill mode if you want to hit them with your sword or your fist or whatever you'd like. And then this is just AFK mode here. So they fall right onto the hoppers and die. And that is that for that part. Now we can move the scaffolding down. We can break this block here, and now we're going to just come over to here, and then hopefully you can slide down to the middle. If not, just jump a bit. Yeah, gonna have to jump. Okay. And then for the next platform of scaffolding, go down 4 blocks. So that'll be from this that you already built. Go 1, 2, 3 space, and then scaffolding platform here. So I'm gonna go here and then place scaffolding there, 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 and then continue all the way out to make another big platform. Now that we have this, we can go ahead and break this scaffolding here, so you can collect all that back. We don't need that anymore. Okay, get that out of the way of the inventory, and now we're going to take a look at this here for the ender chest. So we're going to build in line with that 7 temporary blocks. So go right in the middle of that, so this middle hopper here, and then place a block right there. So make sure that matches up, that looks good. And continue out so that it's 7 long. So 7 wide temporary blocks in line with these ender chests. And now we're going to place 7 hoppers going straight down into these blocks, like so. Then we're going to go here and actually break these blocks right now. And now get 7 droppers. Shift click down into the scaffolding and then try and place these so that they're going straight down, like so. So if you look at this, you don't see the opening of it, so that means it's going straight down. And then do the same thing. And then go ahead on the outside, double check that they're all facing down. You shouldn't see the opening. But if you go below, then you will kind of see, just barely, if you get the right angle, that there's an opening there. Okay, now we are going to place 7 hoppers into these 7 droppers. Straight into those, and then now another 7 hoppers going straight into those. So it should look like this. These are going straight down, this straight down, and these guys going into those droppers. now it is time to work on the super sucker, and you heard me right. Yeah, it is called the super sucker, and I quote, and it is it's kind of pretty technical to me, at least. I'm not too much of a redstone person, so let's get into it. So first, just place 5 shroom lights here. So you'll need these eventually no matter what, and it'll help you with building this anyways. And then go ahead and place some, this will be temporary blocks all around this platform. This is just to help you build this. Just like that to start off. Now we're going to get some pistons, and you'll just need 2 pistons for this part here. Go to the middle. So this is from the side of the soul sand. So if you look up, you're on the soul sand side. And then shroom lights will be on the far side with the cactus here. So go to the soul sand side, go into the middle of these hoppers, and then on this one, get the hoppers facing you. So just like that, and just like that. And then place a glass pane, any color you like, onto those pistons. And then place 2 solid blocks, one right there, one right there. And then you can place a rail facing this way on that, a rail that way. And then go ahead and get a end rod or glass pane, whatever you'd like. I just like end rods better because they create light. And one like that. Place a temporary end rod there and another on top of it right there, end rod or glass again. You can break that one, but you're gonna lose it to that. And then same thing here, end rod there, another end rod there, break that one, and then place another one right there on that glass pane. So it should be looking like this. Now we are going to get 2 buttons, place those on the pistons, and then get 2 mine carts with hoppers, like so. And then place them, one there, and one there. Now hit 1 button, don't hit 2. So that's gonna move there, and then break this block. Don't move anything yet, just break this. And now you're just going to nudge this minecart into that corner there. So you can just go like this right on the corner here. Just right into the corner as far as you can get it. It doesn't matter what angle it looks like, just as far as you can get it into that. And then same thing here, hit this button, break this block, and then the same thing again, push it into the corner as far as you can get it. So this is part of the super sucker. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and add a couple more hoppers to this super sucker. It needs a lot of them, so we're going to place a grindstone facing this direction underneath this end rod and beside this glass pane. So just like that for that, then just like that. You can break and delete this piston now. If you lose it to the hopper, no big deal, you can get it later. And then come to this side, so the side with the cactus and the shroom lights. Place a grindstone facing this direction and do that on both sides. So come over here again, grindstone like that. And now place some temporary blocks there and right there. And do one more. Okay, come up on here. Try not to nudge these guys. If you do, just nudge them back where they were. Now we're going to place a temporary rail facing into this grindstone and do that on both sides, just like that. And now we're going to get a minecart with hopper, and then we're going to nudge them into the corner of these grindstones here, and then just try not to nudge that minecart with hopper right there. So place it like so, and just going to go ahead and push it over there. And just as far as you can get it in there. Oh, there we go. That's good enough. just into the far corner, and then same thing on this side. Just get it in there into the corner as far as you can get it. Okay, good. Break that. Alright. And then there's a little bit more to this super sucker. So now we are going to go from this side over to the other side. So walk on over there and then come up on here. I have jump boost, so it makes it easier, but just place a block there. And then place a temporary block here and then get a piston. Come over here, try not to nudge the minecarts again. Just go here and then place a piston facing towards you, like so. Now get a solid block, place it like so. A glass pane, place it like that. Now a rail on top of this solid block facing that direction. So this is right underneath the very central hopper as well. And then place a minecart with hopper, don't nudge it. Then get a button, put it anywhere on this piston, hit the button, and you're good for that. So delete that piston, and then go on to the other side, try not to nudge. Yeah, don't nudge it. Now break this block, we don't need that. And then you can just grab your stuff from inside these droppers when they get sucked in. 2 more hopper minecarts to add to this super sucker here. So first go ahead and place 3 temporary blocks here, just like that. 1 more there. Now get a rail and place it sideways on this hopper here. So just come in from the side, just like that. Get 2 minecarts of hoppers, place them right there. And then walk right into the center of these to push them apart. Don't hit the other minecarts that are already in place. You can hit F3 and check your X coordinate, and then just try and get it at like 0.5 or as close as you can get to there. So I'm at 0.5 now, and then just go into the center, push those apart, back up, get your pickaxe, break that rail there, and then go right back into the center of these here, just to push them into the far corners. So now to check this, make sure everything's good, you could just place like a stack of items into there, and it should go through really quickly, just like that. So, and then it should be split throughout these droppers here between these 3. So I got 22 in there, 25 in there, and 17 in there. So it worked, did it really fast. And you could do the same thing for the other droppers here as well, just to double check that you did it right. It should fly through those items and then split those between these 2 droppers here for these ones. So 29 there, 28 in there, and maybe a little bit in that one actually. And then same with that one there, and that one there. So it's working fast, that's what you want. Now we are going to build the clock that fires out these items out of these droppers very fast. So it's a bit tricky for placing the observers for this, but thankfully you have me, and I did all the pain and work already to figure this out. So what we're gonna do is delete these blocks that we had here before, and also these glass blocks here, and then same thing on the other side. And then go ahead and get 7 temporary blocks. I already placed one there, and then place them like so, all the way along, so just like that. And now get 7 observers. You go back there, okay. And then you're going to come onto the shroom lights here, and then you need to come just onto the edge of this block here, and then just place it facing that way, right on the corner. So when you look on this side, the face of the observer is facing this temporary block. And then you're just going to do the exact same thing all the way along, just like that. And for this one, you can just go right here, just like that. And there you go for that one. And just be careful not to nudge these minecarts again. And just go and check that all the faces of the observer is like that. And then for this side, this will be easier. Just go ahead and place the observers facing this temporary block. Or maybe it won't be easier. If you go like this though, then you can do it. Yeah, just like that. Now we're going to place some sticky pistons, but first place some temporary blocks. So you'll need 8 of them, and then just go out like this, matching the observers there. Break that one. Jump over to this side now. Just place the sticky pistons facing these observers, so just like that. Now we are going to move down with the redstone. So we're going to break a temporary block there, place a solid block here. Has to be a solid block, whatever one you like. So don't do glowstone, don't do sea lanterns. Has to be a solid block. And then just do that all the way along underneath these sticky pistons. Same thing on this side. Okay, perfect. And then you can go ahead and break these temporary blocks here. And now we are going to move the scaffolding platform down 2 blocks. And I would say take out the items that are in these droppers actually before you do that. If you have any in there, you probably do. So I got some glass just so it doesn't activate while you're building it. Otherwise some blocks and pistons might start firing off very quickly and be very annoying. Yeah, so just 1 block gap here, so not this one, just go to here and then place them out, so one like that. So continue that all the way out. Okay, now we are going to get 14 glazed terracotta. But first, temporary block here. So 14 terracotta in line down diagonally from these shroom lights. So just like that. And then all the way underneath here. Go ahead and delete that block here. And then get 7 shroom lights and place them along here. You'll need a temporary block here though. So 7 there. Before we continue any further down, I'd recommend that you cover this super sucker up with glass, because I had it the first time I made it, where a little baby pigman spawned, started freaking out and ran all around these minecarts, and he knocked them all around, so that made me angry. So let's go ahead and get some glass around here. Make your way down here and then get some cobwebs, 7 cobwebs, and put them right underneath these droppers, just like that. So make a platform, so measure it out, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, so just 8 blocks gap between this and the next platform, and then just build it out all the way around. Okay, now get a few temporary blocks. Come over underneath the center of the shroom lights right here. I wonder if I can reach this from here actually. So you're going to place a note block, can't quite reach it, right in the center underneath these solid blocks. And then place a sticky piston facing down. Oh, you got to shift to it, shift click and then place it. And then a redstone block. And then we're going to move back a little bit. And then I need to place 1 temporary block. underneath there, a shroom light like that. So for these you can use other solid blocks, but I'd recommend using shroom lights because you're gonna need to light the place up anyways. But if you wanted, you really could use some other blocks. But keep in mind you're gonna need to use like end rods above that or something to light up the place. So 3 across like that, 1 in, and then just like that. A temporary block there, and then another shroom light there. Go ahead and break your temporary blocks. Now from this little platform here, get a couple redstone components. So 2 redstone dust right there. A comparator facing that way. Another comparator facing that way. 2 redstone dust there. A redstone torch on this side, down there. Another redstone torch there. And 1 redstone torch on this side here. Now go ahead and place a temporary block right here. And then do 4 blocks this way. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then get another temporary block there. And then another block there. So these just have to be all solid blocks, and either light them up with end rods above or just use shroom lights. Go ahead and break your temporary blocks here. Get 2 repeaters, place them here, just out that way, and another there. First one at 4 ticks, second one at 3 ticks. Get 3 redstone dust there. Now come over to the other side. Now you'll need to go below for this. Oh, I'm stuck. Place a temporary block right underneath this redstone torch. A solid block here. Again, I'd recommend shroom lights. A temporary block there. You can break that one now. Then come up back on top. Now place 2 solid blocks. 1 on top, 1 going in this direction. Towards the cobwebs, just like that. Break your temporary block. Now get a repeater, just like that. Set it at 4 ticks, a redstone dust, and a repeater there. Set it at 4 ticks. So looking at the things here from this angle, you're going to place 1 temporary block there, a note block underneath that, a temporary block underneath it, and then 1 right there. Break that temporary, get a sticky piston, place it there facing this way, a honey block there, go ahead and break that temporary block, place a glazed terracotta there, 1 there, temporary there, terracotta there, and then another temporary there. Solid block here, I'd recommend shroom light, and then a temporary there, actually not right there, temporary there, so that's the one you want. Sticky piston right there. Place a slime block right there, then go up from above, place your shroom light there, and then you can delete these other temporary blocks. If you've placed any scaffolding here, get rid of it. Now we're going to place a temporary block below this honey block, a ender chest right there, another temporary block below that ender chest, and a glazed terracotta right here. Go ahead and break these temporary blocks, and same with the 1 temporary block that was up there. And now we're going to jump up onto here, get 3 pieces of redstone dust, and then from these glazed terracotta just place them on the top here. Get a redstone repeater, place it facing this sticky piston, just like that, and set that at 4 ticks. From here we're gonna go up on here and place a temporary block on that glazed terracotta. Place another glazed terracotta there, and get on my wasteland block. Another there and there. And then one more on this side. Break that temporary block. You can place a shroom light here and there. And then 2, 3 glazed terracotta there. And another 3 glazed terracotta here. A shroom light right there. And there. Then you'll have, go up on here first, and then 2 honey blocks there. And then a glazed terracotta right there. Do the same thing on the other side now. 2 honey blocks there. Glazed terracotta here. And then have another shroom light on the first honey block there. And there. Now place a honey block here. Temporary there. Another temporary block here. Break this temporary. Go on top of this honey block and place a sticky piston facing you. Go ahead and break this. Now go on to the other side and do the same thing. Once I get out of these cobwebs. Okay. Honey block there. Temporary here. Break that. Sticky piston. Break that. And then 2 shroom lights on the top here, on there and there. And another 2 shroom lights there and there. And now there's 4 buttons to place. Don't ask me why, I don't know why. But 4 buttons there, 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 and there. That's what Gnembon did, so I'm doing it exactly the same. So it should look like this. You can take, it's probably easier to build it just from looking at this, but I thought I'd show you. So there you go. And now to test and make sure this thing is working, just go up on here and then a bit higher. Go and place a decent amount of blocks into one of these hoppers. It should shoot out the items, and then it's going to activate that honey block first, then the slime block, and then these pistons will push inwards. So make sure it's doing that, then you will know that you've set this up correctly. If it doesn't, then you've misplaced something wrong or done the wrong type of block. So these front shroom lights here that I'm pointing at, they can be glowstone or sea lanterns, but the rest of the blocks, the rest of the shroom blocks, they have to be solid blocks. So don't use glowstone for these ones or these ones here, or sea lanterns. They have to be solid blocks. From here you're gonna go ahead and get 24 packed ice, jump up onto this glazed terracotta here, and then place 23 of them straight out this way. And then just one more on the side of the ender chest here, in line with that. And then you can get, for this, either shroom lights, or you can use a glowstone or sea lanterns for this, whatever you'd like. So place a temporary block here, and then shroom light or glowstone again, whatever you like, right there. And then continue this all the way towards the end of the packed ice. And I'm gonna place one more here, because I'm going to place the lava source here now. So for that, I'm going to place 2 temporary blocks here, a glass there, there, and there, and then one there. Go ahead and break this one here. And now for this next part, you can either do it later, or if you have a fire resistance potion, you could do it now. I'm going to do it right now. Drink a fire resistance. Place a lava source right here. So the reason I'm doing this is the item pusher, it shoots items out along the side of this, and for whatever reason, for mine it kept on getting stuck like right on the edge here, not falling into the lava, so that's why I did it too wide here. If you make the ice shorter, it might go into the lava anyways, but this is like the full length that you could do for it pretty much, so that's why I did it like this. So we're actually getting pretty close to done here, can you believe it? How long has it taken you guys? Let me know. It's taken me a while, even though it's my second time making it. So go ahead and break this scaffolding here. We do not need that area anymore. You can collect that back up. And now we are going to make another scaffolding platform just underneath this ice here. So what you're going to want to aim for is 6 or 7 blocks away from that one terracotta right there. So like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 or so. And then right on the opposite side of the blue ice. So like right here. And then make it all the way up to the ice there. Okay, perfect, just like this. Now what you want is a 4-block gap between the scaffolding platform and this spot right here. So we're gonna break 4 blocks. 1, 2. Oh, it broke on its own. That was 3, 4. Okay, so you can go ahead and double check that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, perfect. Now we're gonna make a large scaffolding platform all around this single spot here. Okay, perfect. So now what we're gonna do is we're going to get a temporary block here and another temporary block just right here, and then we're gonna place a solid block or shroom light. You're gonna have to either alternate shroom lights or use all shroom lights to make sure no pigmen spawn here. So I'm gonna start off with 1 solid block, and we're gonna do 12 of these this direction. Just like that. Watch out for the edge here. You can break these. And now another line of solid blocks just along here. And then same thing again, solid blocks along here. And now what we're going to do is another line of solid blocks underneath this middle one. And then again a temporary block there, and then a line of solid blocks here. Okay, now go ahead and get 12 repeaters and put them right here in this little gap here. So just like that, but yeah, and just on 1 tick there, don't change it. To now go ahead and place a line of solid blocks or shroom lights here. For this you can't use glowstone again or sea lanterns, has to be solid blocks. Now you can go on top of here. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to get 12 comparators, and we're going to place them on these solid blocks here, facing that direction. And then get 36 redstone dust and place it all over this whole platform. Now come down onto this side here and place your redstone torches right underneath these comparators. Alright, and that's what it should look like. It should be looking just like that. So once you've done that, we're going to come down here onto the scaffolding and place a couple temporary blocks to help us build a little bit more for this. Now come over here, and in line with this you're going to place a temporary block on the packed ice here, and then get your chests and place a chest like so, just like that. And then continue doing this all the way down in line with this line of comparators. So 12 of them is what we got. Right up until there. Okay, now come back over here, break that temporary block. Now we're going to place a line of hoppers going right into those chests. And then again, another line of hoppers going into those hoppers. You just got to hit the little spot right here to do that. And make sure they're all going right into that chest. Now we're going to go back up above, and then come onto the ice here, and you're going to place a row of hoppers going into these comparators. So this tiny little hitbox here, you just got to hit that with the hopper. And then when you look from this side, it's going to be facing this comparator, so do it like that all the way down. Now you can go and check from this side that they're all facing the comparator. So this is your item sorting system. You can make it longer if you want, but that's not exactly necessary because that's just going to spread out where you collect your nuggets. So 12 is the minimum recommended, that way you don't lose any gold nuggets. If you want like lots of rotten flesh, you can extend it and make rotten flesh catchers, or if you want swords and to smelt those, you can do that, but that's just extra work, not needed. To catch all the golden ingots and nuggets, this is all you need. So for the first 2 ones at least, you're going to want to put gold nuggets. So how this works is you put 4 filter items, so you can go and name 4 items, like I did filter items, or you could just get random items and place them there. And then place 42 items of whatever items you actually want there. So 1 is going to empty down, and that's going to go into that hopper there. Now when you put an extra item into this, it's going to grab it and go into the chest all the way down. So if I go there, and then if I were to look at the chest here, there's my item. So that's how it's going to catch all the items for you. And then in this one, do another 4 filter items, 42 items of whatever you want. And then for the rest, I'm going to do 10 catchers for gold nuggets. You'll want to do at least 7, I believe. Yeah, 7's like the bare minimum, but you might miss a few nuggets, so I'm going to go with 10 hoppers for gold nuggets. Just make sure that you place your filter items first as well. Then if you want, you can go and double check that your chest got all the, or that the second hopper has that 1 item, and then you can place items, more of those items along here just to double check that they're all working. But if you did it like that, you did it right. And then you can extend this storage system as far down as you'd like. You can just keep doing the same pattern, so we're just going to alternate where the hoppers and chests are. And that way all the items go down to the bottom chest. So just do it like this, and I'll do it a couple times. get your hoppers and place them on the opposite side going into the bottom chest. And then again, another line of hoppers on this side. And there you have it. The storage system is complete for the minimum that I'd recommend. So this farm gets so many items, you're probably gonna want to do more if you AFK here for a long time, but it's up to you depending on that. If you AFK for like 1 hour at the top of the farm, I believe for me I got about 6.5 double chests of golden nuggets around that. So if you do sword swiping at the maximum, you're gonna get like more than double that in gold nuggets. So this will fill up really quick, which you'll find out, and you can add more hoppers and chests to it, just exactly the same down for whatever meets your needs. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, this farm is fully operational. All you need to do now is break these trapdoors that are blocking these pigmen from falling, so just go down just to about here, and you can just break that one there, and that one there, and now they shall fall to their demise, or you can slay them with your sword. They didn't die because they were on the trapdoor, but the rest will all die. Okay, and then just get back out of here. So there's just one more thing left to do, in case you haven't done already, and that is spawn-proof the nether. So that could be very easy or difficult depending on the area that you picked. And you can use beds, slabs, buttons, golden pressure plates, whatever you want to spawn-proof it, TNT. Any way that you want is up to you. So I hope this tutorial helped you. It was a lot of work. It was definitely a challenge to make it, not just once but twice. But hopefully this helps you make it a lot easier than me. If you have any questions about the farm, be sure to let me know in the comments. I'll do my best to help you out. And be sure to subscribe if this video helped you as well, because I'll be happy to make any tutorials upon request, not just for Gnembon's farms, but anything else that you need. So that's all for today. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.